If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. In addition to that, Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many other platforms. Why not check it out today? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So I was like, I don't know. How can I word this? I just felt like I needed to share. And like the time that we really live in is kind of wild. Like, if you're not going to get it together now, you really have to ask yourself, am I going to get it together? That's really all I can say, for real. Like, I haven't titled it yet, because normally I title before I talk. But the way I was just poured into, I'm like, I have to ask those that are winning with me, if you don't get it together now, are you going to ever get it together? Like, I mean, we really live in questionable times. Like, we really do. And I say that not to be discouraging, but to be encouraging. Like, why not do what is right? Why not? Because once you do it, you're at peace anyway. I mean, stop worrying about the things that don't matter, which are what other people think, what are what ifs. You know, it's not live like you're dying. However, be aware that you are in a dying world. So, if you're not going to live as one with light, then what are you doing? And one with light walks in purpose. If you don't understand what I'm saying, this is not for you. If you understand, then let's go. I mean, for real. Like, what are you waiting for? There's so many things that we're facing in this world that should have you looking at yourself only in the mirror saying, what's up? What am I doing? Why am I not doing this? Why am I doing this? Where are you? You know, I had to personally, this is not just for those that are around me or those that I'm talking to or those that are, winning with me. This is for me too. Because lately, I've had to listen to Reboot to remind myself, what's up? But it amazes me when I sit back and I observe a lot of things that we're experiencing in 2021 and prior to 2021, 2020. I'm just like, oh man. To be in a place and not be 100% about a lot of things really makes you be like, man, I took certainty, or what's the word? I'm basically trying to say the world that we used to live in, we took for granted. And it's like, maybe you didn't, but I personally feel I did, because we were kind of sure that everything around us would kind of be okay. But now we really live in a world and time where you're going to either be walking by faith or you're going to be walking by fear, because that unknown, that inconsistency, that I don't know, is present every day. In almost every, I shouldn't say every, but in the majority of things that concern people. Food, water, jobs, medicine, health, family planning, work, live. Literally so many things in our life and world has a question mark. Whether it be, is tomorrow going to be like yesterday? Or are we going back to normal? Are we not? Is this new thing that starts with the V and D gonna really hit again? So that's why I'm continuing to share what is being left to my ears and spirit, to be like, what are you going to do? What do you want to do? Who are you? Have you figured that out yet? We've talked about it. Are you going back to the reboot stage? Or are you doing the same thing you was doing in 2019 before 2020? Seriously. I know we come together, we talk together to grow together. However, are we just doing that pep rally experience? Or are we really pushing forward? Because if we not pushing forward, then we're acting insane. And what separates us from those that are lost? But yeah, I'm encouraged, I'm motivated, I'm ready, and I hope everybody else is with me. I hope we are really winning together, and it's just not us listening to what Miss Lexus is talking about and saying we winning together, but for real, after these couple of minutes shared together, we going back to do what we used to do. We going back to not fighting for our purpose, not fighting for the real us, not winning in wisdom, not rebooting once we realize we fell off, and we're doing nothing. So I'm really trying to win, and I'm working on different things, more and more. I'm not excluded from these messages, because as I've shared, I get them first. Those that are, not saying that I'm the only one that gets it, because some of this is confirmation for some of you. It's not me getting it first, but it's me speaking, so that's why I say that. I'm talking about, not excluding myself, in other words. But yeah, don't wait. Do it now. It's a quote that be floating around social media. Do it scared. Do it broke. Get it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying live out of exaggeration either. That's where wisdom takes its natural course. Because, no, don't go out here and be extreme. You got to use wisdom. However, don't do nothing. If you want to see a change, you have to be that change. And I just say it because the world we live in, man, those that are, believers in the same Father that I serve and the word that we read, what? No way. Like, tighten up. I don't feel that we've crossed a questionable place, but we don't know if that questionable place is really going to be what it said it is. I'm speaking in parts because if it's not for you, it's not for you. And, that's how our Father talked, and he said we're supposed to be like him. So, that very questionable thing that, we're like, is it? Is it not? Yeah. Even if it isn't, stay away from it. That's like torture. Just because afterwards you're questioning, is it? And if already done, for real, repent. Ask. Because if it don't line up all the way with the word, then it ain't too late. However, if it is, then that's where grace, mercy, you asking, all of that comes into play. But I just say, you really have to start applying the word. Like, you really have to read it as if it's living. It can't be coming from nobody else's mouth, for understanding or for direction or for correction. You have to read it and be like, all right, this is what I need today. Therefore, I can be in position to help someone else. Therefore, I can be in a position to turn the other cheek. But if you're not doing it for self, then you're not doing anything. You're going to confuse people. You're going to stress people out. You're going to not help anyone. Why? Because your spirit ain't right. You ain't worked on you first. No, you don't have to be perfect. We ain't going to never be perfect. That's why we need him. However, we have him that covers us. But yeah, I wasn't trying to be all super deep or nothing like that. And, if you didn't understand it, it's not for you. I do apologize. However, I'm not sorry, But because we definitely live in those times where what you read, what you say, what you do definitely is a reflection of your heart. Definitely is a reflection of your spirit. It's no longer the same. No. That's just how I feel about it, And we are going to have a great day on purpose. Honestly, I have a place of peace after I realized those things, and it also gives me that strength to endure when I want to fail, or when the enemy sits me on the top of that hill and says, "Hey, why don't you tell me? No, why don't you eat? Because you're God." Because you're Christ, or, I'm paraphrasing it because that's how I feel. Like, the temptation, when I receive messages like what I received today, and when I heard, the Ruach speaking to me, the Ruach HaKodesh speaking to me, I'm like, wow, that was my strength. Because right before my strength, my temptation came. And I be trying not to have tears on here, but I can't help it. It happens. And it's like, right, literally, as the temptation presented itself, my strength came. And I said, prayerfully, this is not just for me and it's for someone else, so I gotta share it right now. And all I can say is I'm thankful. And I can remain thankful because that's that. No more words. That's it. But yeah, I hope you all have a great day on purpose. If not, I hope this lifted your day and it'll, get you back in a place to reboot, get you in a place to look at the perspective of everything and not just your personals, as in where you gonna go, what you gonna do, how it's gonna be done. No. Let's put the focus on. You know what I'm saying? Let's turn it up just a little bit. But yeah, I'm still in the same place. Miss Alexis on Facebook, missalexis.com, Miss Alexis on Instagram, and of course, Miss Alexis on where podcasts can be heard. So, let's win together, and good day.